Hi everybody, it's Ramanda. Welcome to the current edition of In the Kitchen with Theories. Today we're going to be discussing Brockett's theory of healing. My guest host is Fergie the Fern. Well, he's not a fern, he's a succulent, but Fergie the Fern sounds better. So, basic assumption about humanity, basic philosophy of humanity, is where a lot of theories start. My basic assumption about humanity is that people are conduits. What's a conduit? Well, it's something that receives energy over here, somehow transforms it, and then transmits it over there. So, people are conduits of creativity that make the invisible visible through words, actions, thoughts, motives, and relationships. So, invisible, visible, what's a conduit? Let's talk to Fergie. Fergie is a conduit. He's making the invisible visible. You can't see the carbon molecules. You can't see homeostatic soil organisms. I can look really hard, but all I see is potting soil. You can't see salinity and enzymes and nutrients and the water that I've watered him with for way too many takes at this point. But he's taking the invisible stuff, and he's a conduit of creation. He's making it visible, and he is a wonderful little single dad. He buds out a new spring bud every year. I had about 4. Something bad happened to them. Somebody ate them. But that's okay. He's going to rebuild. So, okay, that's the basic assumption about humanity is the conduit concept. So you've got invisible stuff. You have your culture that you grew up with. Socioeconomic status, gender identity and expression, parenting, religion, all that invisible stuff. I only have 4 colors, so we're going to talk about those. And everybody's unique and different and beautiful. You've got all these different dimensions, and it's wonderful. That's a little bit far-fetched from reality, right? Because you go through some stuff. It's noisy. You go through some turbulence. Everybody's, got this wonderful, different, deep, rich color of experience and stuff that they draw from, and that's okay. I can still water Fergie with this. This is just water with food coloring. It's totally fine. So this is a little more realistic idea about people. Go a step further and go, okay, let's be really real. Let's be so real. Because sometimes you get stuff that you don't want or you didn't ask for. It messes up that color. Now it's just, look at that. There's coffee cubes in there and everything. That's gross. See that? There's coffee cubes floating at the top. So what happens? What do? Well, through different therapies, my theory doesn't vouch for a specific kind of therapy. My theory just goes for whole person-centered therapy, which is, it's holistic, but it's even further than that because it just, it's like the Mayo Clinic, like considering every part of that person's life. So, well, how do we change this? How do we get back to here, right? It's not like, I'm the therapist and I'm just going to, I'm so clear on everything, that's going to help you. That doesn't help. No, so what do? Well, through a holistic, whole person-centered therapy, what we can do, you can talk to somebody and help them get rid of some stinking thinking and help them forgive some people and help them get clear with people that are important relationships. But what we really want to do in Brockett's theory of healing is hook them up to a source and have some shared insight, right? Well, maybe this happened here, and what do we feel about this? Have some, and that insight can happen in dance movement therapy. That can happen through expression, through cathartic self-expression, through exploration of themes. You want to hook this person up to a source where you're co-helping them, you're co-evaluating everything, right? You're just the aid. They're the expert on themselves. To where they can filter through, to where they have so many resources, it just bubbles over, and eventually we get back to nice and clear and beautiful, and then they can choose. They can build the life that they want to build. They can grow their life plant to whatever they want it to be. They can say, okay, I like this about my upbringing, and I like that about my upbringing, and that's me, and I'm going to use that, and it's purple, and it's beautiful, and it's back to being artistic again, and I'm going to water my life plant, and that's when you see good results, and you see growth happening, okay? So that just briefly is Brockett's theory of healing. Thanks, guys.